Hi guys, I'm Alex Holmstrom, and this is the Alex at Bat podcast, and we have Jason Holmstrom. When it comes to anything to do with current, athletic, or throwback current sports news, we will always be at bat. In today's episode, Jason Holmstrom will lead us off.
So we have a lot of NFL news, including some news from the Tom Brady camp, some information about quarterback and rostering updates, and we have some other NFL news, which I can't honestly recall right now. What was the other thing?
The other thing, so we the NFL Super Bowl 60.
Oh, yeah, Super Bowl 60 news and further dates. I guess we're going to get started, though. I just want a quick touch on what's going on in the NBA. As we know, we have the Lakers are down 3-0 against the Nuggets. We have the Celtics down 3-0 against the Heat. No NBA team in the history of the NBA has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit to win. Most of them statistically get shut out. They get swept. So there could be a sweep tonight, a sweep tomorrow, and then there could actually be a 9-day gap between the last sweep, which would be the Nuggets. No, which would be the the Nuggets sweeping, no, the Heat sweeping the Celtics, and the actual start of the NBA playoffs. So that should be interesting. The game last night, I thought it was going to be a close one. I thought that the Celtics were going to come back and try to kind of close the gap and set their stance back up. And, Joe Mazzulla was going to get control over his locker room, and Tatum was going to come out and be the superstar that Tatum's supposed to be. Jaylen Brown's going to come out and be the superstar he's supposed to be. Marcus Smart's going to come out and be the dog fighter that the team motivator that he's supposed to be, and none of that happened. It was just, I would say it was the Jimmy Butler show, but it really wasn't. I mean, it was the Miami Heat. Jimmy Butler definitely, again, a couple little of those key confrontations with Grant Williams, showed him up, did a little timeout stance like that in the middle of the game when the Heat went up by a few points, just like Al Horford did with in game one. So Jimmy Butler never forgets, and that dude definitely don't forgive. So he is willing to throw it back in your face, and he did. But they're a confident team. They're on a roll, and they're looking to sweep. So most of the news around the NBA has been all about the Celtics and how bad they've been playing, and I just wish more shine went towards the Heat, because, they are amazing. They're and this is not a slight on them, but, it's Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, an old Kyrie, no, not Kyrie Irving, Kyle Lowry, and a bunch of G Leaguers, but they're getting it done. So props to them. And now we'll move on to the NFL. Let's start off with Tom Brady. What's going on with Tom Brady? Don't tell me he's coming back from retirement.
Well, he's not coming back from retirement. He's actually going to be like a minority owner up for the Las Vegas Raiders to help Mark Davis out with the Las Vegas Raiders. I really don't know all the specifics about being the minority owner of any football team, but I guess it's cool to see him be a minority owner from a team. He probably knows how to manage a team since he you look back to his years and him playing the league. I think he did a good job, sometimes maybe getting guys playing with him and stuff, and a lot of guys wanted to. So, who knows how this is going to turn out with the Las Vegas Raiders.
He went to Michigan, right?
Michigan for college, yeah.
Yeah, I know when he was in Michigan, he was a business major. I'm pretty sure. So, I know that he's always kind of been interested in business. I know he owns some of his own businesses. I know he has, or he's an owner in a supplements company or an exercise company or something like that with one of his trainers. I know he has probably tons of other businesses that we really don't hear about that aren't all that exciting, but probably make him a ton of money. So it's not at all surprising to me that he's throwing his hat in the ring. What business does he know best at this point in his life? The business of football. And he's going to be, even though he's an owner, and outside of Jerry Jones, I'd say you'd have a hard time making an argument that few people will come to a football stadium to see an owner. He might be one of those owners that people actually show up on game day to see if he's, sitting in the box, or, if they can catch a glimpse of him, or just knowing that he's kind of putting his stamp of approval on things. I think people like that.
Absolutely. I mean, like he might be able to, change some things, but I mean, like I don't think like I think that's more of like if you think about like team wise, like how the players play, that's more of like the GM side and the
Yeah.
full owner like would be like Mark Davis
Right.
and Josh McDaniels. Like all those guys, or the head coach Josh McDaniels, all those guys have like control of the roster and stuff. He's probably like working more of like the stadium, making a better like game day experience, because that's always what NFL stadiums always try to bring is a good game day experience and a fun one. So I mean, like I guess it's gonna be cool to see him. I think that a lot more people would want to go if they know that Tom Brady, a seven-time Super Bowl champion, is gonna be helping out with that team.